everyone. Welcome to the Build and Apply weekend. If you join through any of our platform, whether Extraordinary Woman blog or my LinkedIn or my status, I want to officially say you are welcome. We actually started the Build and Apply weekend to support people looking for job to get started with their application. On the other hand, today is a special day for us because we are actually having a demo day for one of our platforms, which is integrated in our blog called Pathew. So that's the basis of the conversation today. But be rest assured that Build and Apply Weekend is for every job seeker, whether you are applying or looking for upgrading roles. So the Build and Apply Weekend is here to support you in your application and help you move to the next level. So apparently once in a month, we just gather here and look for a job and apply. That's the idea. It's not a big deal, but the idea is we want to create that momentum. We want you to take that step towards applying for your next opportunity. Like I said, it's our demo day today, and I'm excited to introduce you to Pathew. Pathew is actually our CV customization platform that helps you to customize your CV based on any job opportunity and then allow you to apply as quick as possible. So this is basically the platform. So one of the things you will notice when you see when you come into the platform is get started for free, which means register, or you can log in if you already have a Pathew account created. So if I am new to the platform, I will basically just get started for free, and then it will allow me to put in my details, my username, my full name, email address, and then allow me to confirm password. I can also confirm I want to receive emails I have read the terms and conditions, and then I will create my account. That's how it works. On the other hand, I can simply log in because I already have an account. So all I will do is to log in quickly and click sign in. All right. So once you sign in, you will see the Pathew actual profile, which is quite explanatory because you see opportunities, which actually stores saved opportunity or saved job. Coming to I'll start from the top of the profile. We have the Pathew assistant. We also have the notification option in case you have any notification. Then we have the credit, which is the part you see all of your credit that you have for the platform to use the platform. So our platform is actually credit based. So when it comes to credit, you can actually purchase. This is my free plan, but then I can choose to upgrade the plan, and these are the prices. So I can choose the starter, I can choose growth, and I can choose power user depending on how I'm creating application. So this is basically our plan. But right now I'm on 44 credits, and for anyone that joined our demo day, you have access to 10 free credits. All right. So like I said, welcome. That's all you have to know about the credits. You can upgrade your credit. You can follow our pages to know when we are giving offers, so you can take advantage of that. Like anyone that was part of our demo, our volunteer for testers, they had access to 10 free credits. So keep an eye on our social media pages on Extraordinary Woman blog, whether LinkedIn, TikTok, or Instagram. Apart from that, another thing you can do on Pathew is to create your profile once you get logged in. So to create my profile, I'm going to go to profile. So this shows I'm already verified. My email is verified. Once I'm here, I'm going to go to edit profile. For editing profile, I'm going to tell you my name, and I will tell you my organization. For I will let you know my year of birth, gender, and all of that. Please be mindful. We collect these few personal details simply because we use it to match opportunity to your profile. So if you are not our follower, we actually run Extraordinary Woman blog, which is a blog that posts opportunities and profile for women. So those opportunities are integrated in Pathew, which I'll show you later. So one of the things that Pathew does is to match opportunities to your profile. And these few personal details we collect are for those matching. So don't be worried. You can actually leave it empty if you don't want to. It is totally optional. Then another thing you can do when creating your profile is to get to your home address. You can select country, whichever country you are in, currently in the UK. So I will look for UK. What city are you based? This is all for matching purposes. Let's say I'm in London. Type your postcode if you're confident. You can add any certification you would want to, what certification, what organization, and what level. Let's say I am Microsoft certified, AI professional. What organization gave that certificate? Microsoft. Microsoft. What level were you? Intermediate and year of gaining that certification. Let's say 2026. This is an advanced professional. So I'll select Pro. Um, all right. So I was okay. I was adding my certification. Let me do that quickly. Microsoft certified AI business professional. Just let me know if you can hear my voice or you can see my screen. So I'm gonna save the changes to my profile. All right. That gets me to more options to continue editing my profile. I've added my certification, and then that for this, like I said, you can fill in your home address. I wouldn't want us to spend much time on it. Also, there is another thing you can do. You can launch your profile wizard, which is something that helps you create more detailed profile. So if you have a bio, a personal story, any core scale, you can add them, save and continue. The reason why you are adding them is because you need it for your application. So once you have this profile set up, you do not need to upload any CV when you are creating creating a new CV. So basically, all your CV can be created from simply your profile once you have a profile set up. So in terms of university, I can have University of anyway, I can have my profile because I have my LinkedIn profile downloaded somewhere. So I can just copy it. I can simply copy my LinkedIn profile I'm just sharing my full screen. Copy, copy, copy. Let's see it here. I'll paste it. What other thing can I do? I can polish with this assistant. But then I'm going to leave that for now until we come to assistant, so I don't spend so much time here. But you can polish this with the assistant. You can add skills from that, what I have shared, and you can save and continue. But I'm just sharing what you can do with this, your profile, in case you just want to set up your profile and use that to create CV subsequently. My education, I can add University of Hertfordshire, degree is international business. Oh, bachelor's. I've got my bachelor's or BSc, international business in 2024. So I can add multiple education here, all right? So this is the profile wizard. This is our profile. So for you to get to profile, remember, I came towards this end and then went to profile and then I did the profile wizard. So I would save and continue. Now, this is where it asks for my experience. I can add all forms of experience here, the duration, the description, add another experience from when to when, company title. I can edit that here. And then I will save and continue. I've added certification. Remember, when I was creating the profile, I added my certification. I will also save and continue. Now, what is your goal? I can select, I'm looking for freelance projects, I'm looking for fellowship, and I'm looking for grants. These are all ways you can build your profile so the platform knows what they can recommend. Now, achievements. This is also very important for tailoring application. If you've got any achievements you have over the past years or recently, you can add, like I can say that I'm a STEM educator. I achieved STEM Educators Award 2026. That's one of the achievements. It's just to help the profile match you accurately, and when you're creating application, it will be able to support you. I will also save and continue. Now, if you have project you want to add to your profile, it can just be any project you've done that you always want to come back to and use it to create tailored application. Please use that here. So project number 1, project number 2, you add a brief description and you can add multiple projects you've worked on for your profile. So I'm going to continue. Organization. So this is basically when we get to the grant builder, you see how we use this organization, primary organization, because when you're applying for grants, you can have a primary organization and you can also have other organization you are partnering with. So that's what you have, why you have primary organization here. We are saving and continuing, and then you can also add your portfolio to your profile. So save, once we add our portfolio, we're going to save and complete. All right. So, one of the things I would have done is to show you what I was scoring on some of the opportunity before I got here. So before I don't know, possibly when we are watching, doing a rewatch, we'll be able to see that at some point I was having a 4% for some of the opportunity, but now I'm getting to 17%, meaning that I have updated my profile and it's trying to match me better for some application. All right. So looking at the dashboard, we've done the profile creation. What are the things you can do on this on this Pathew? Within here, you can actually build your CV, you can build your cover letter, and you can build your grants. You can use the grant builder. But before that, let's go to the opportunities tab. And as you can see here, it has listed our achievements, it has listed our top goals, and then it is showing us our readiness score for profile. That the more you create, the more your profile will be complete, and the more it will be able to match you better to opportunities. If you can see, it is highlighting opportunities and better matched for. Now let's go to opportunities. So for now, these are opportunities currently posted on our blog, Extraordinary Woman blog, if you know about that. And what this platform does is that it will take all the opportunity from the blog, and you can easily start preparing the application automatically. Now, how do we do that? Let's look for any opportunity that we think we can apply for, apparently that we think we have highest rating. But before that, let's look at how we can actually also explore these opportunities. Now you can use the filter to filter based on match, opportunity type, and location keyword. What location are you looking at? And you can also filter by the newest, deadline, or the highest match. If we do the highest match, now we are seeing that there are opportunities that we are 28% better matched for. And it says it's UN Women Training Center, Gender Perspective Course, Women and Girls in Astronomy Program 2026. It's showing us that we score better for these opportunities. So we can start with that. So these are what you can do with the filters. All right. So let me remove the filter for now. If you remember, okay, before that, the jobs is still the same, it's basically the same thing. So we have jobs that we are better matched for, and you can also look at how you are matched for each opportunity, and you can save or you can prepare. Same with opportunities. I can save any of the opportunity I've seen, and I can also prepare. So that's basically what we see. So once you come to opportunities, what can you do? So let's look at that. Like I said, I can save and then I can prepare for each opportunity. How am I preparing? First of all, um, looking at this, there are three things we can do on this, on for each opportunities. One of them is to analyze my fit. You can simply ask our assistant to just analyze my fit for this role, and it will start analyzing your fit automatically. Of course, this uses credit, so be mindful of how you use it as well. So we're going to just briefly wait for it to analyze our feed and see what it thinks for each opportunity. If you're just second guessing about any opportunity and you simply want to see how you're fit for that opportunity, you can use the Pathew assistant to analyze your fit. You're waiting for it to work. So it has kind of did some analysis based on our profile, but then I'm going to go to the gaps. Let me see the key gaps is flagging. So it has analyzed, it says strong matches have strong data analytics and data governance skill sets, stakeholder collaboration, KPI skills have got STEM Educators Award, but key gaps. Profile list a BSc in an international business in 2024. Eligibility requires an enrollment in a master's program at a German university in agricultural science or related fields such as economics. So this is apparently a quick way for you to read eligibility for any program within the Extraordinary Woman blog that you have seen and you want to just quickly check if you are eligible for this. Another thing you can do is that you can download this and have it as Microsoft Word and see what it has analyzed for you. But basically, I don't think this is a good opportunity for us to explore right now. Another thing is that, another thing I want to show you that you can do here is that we can generate a readiness plan. Let's see what it will generate for us. Apart from, so we have analyzed our feet and we want to plan further, like in the next 1 year or 2 year, we want to be able to apply for this opportunity. So how are we going to do that? So we are waiting. So we're gonna say I usually like downloading them. It still shows us the same gap, which is okay. But then this is a readiness plan that we would like to take a look at. Um, it didn't get it did not get the actual it didn't get my this thing, my prompt. So I would come back to that, or just do it later. So for now, but generally, you can actually create a readiness plan for particular opportunity on this platform. But let me just go through the Telo TV and cover letter and come back to that. Now, for each opportunity, I wouldn't want to use this because I have seen that it's only for German, for people in Germany. So I wouldn't want to just create a cover letter for this. So I can look for other opportunity to create my CV and cover letter. But basically, for each opportunity, these are things you can do. You can analyze your fit, you can create a tailored CV, and you can create a cover letter. Now, I'm going to show you another very good thing you can do with the opportunities. If you observe, every of the opportunity that is not a grant says prepare. But let's look for an opportunity that is a grant. It says build grant. So the platform automatically understand which is a grant and which is not a grant. For grants, you will be able to see build grants, and then it automatically take you to build grants. But for other opportunity, you'll be able to just prepare and create a tailored TV or cover letter. Remember, there are nominations here too. It's just CVs, is opportunity posted on the platform that are automatically linked here. So nomination, you just need to nominate. I don't think you need some document for that. But just to let you know, you have build grant and you have prepare, which are things you can see on the platform. All right. That is it for all the opportunities on the platform. The same thing for job. We can look at jobs and prepare. Prepare doesn't have, I mean, jobs doesn't have build grants. All right. But I also want to check something quickly. If I can create a CV with build grant. Yeah, I can create a cover letter, but not a CV. But then it depends on the users. We are also collecting feedback. And if our users use it and say, oh, I want to also be able to tailor my CV for each grant, then you can be able to do that. But then most times it's just a grant and a cover letter and possibly a profile, general profile that you need for most grants. So that's why we don't incorporate CV. But just in case subsequently, and we discover our users need a CV on the grant builder, we can add that. Do let me know if you have question at any point that I'm going. I can answer it or I can come back to it later on after my presentation. So jobs have similar things, just that you hardly see build grants for each of the job listed. You can also have your saved items here. You can have all the documents you have generated. You see it on your profile. Now, we are going to move specifically to CV Builder, which is a very good tool I would like you to have a look at. Now, what can you do here? CV Builder was built with an applicant's stages of application in mind. So recently, there are ATS, which is applicant tracking system that tracks every CV to be sure that the appropriate keywords are on the application, which is what we also mirror to be able to tailor any application whatsoever that you have to a job description in a split second. So that's what the CV Builder does for any applicant. How do we do that? What can you do here? So remember, we created our profile. So we had created our profile and we can use our profile to create a CV if it is up to date. Now, we can also upload a already existing CV to our profile. We can upload our LinkedIn profile. So for the sake of this presentation, I will upload my LinkedIn profile to be able to tailor my applications. Now, job description, there are two things. If I picked opportunities from the opportunity platforms, it automatically pastes my job description here. But then I will also show you a different scenario. Maybe I'll start with that because I'm already here, where we just search for any job listing anywhere and paste here and it will tailor our application. Then our style preferences and all that. So we'll just start. For a start, I'm going to browse my profile. This is my LinkedIn profile. I'll just paste it here. I'll delete the first one because I think I uploaded it here. Now look, there are times that you have your profile, you have a CV, you have different versions of CV, and you've seen a job description and you wouldn't want to tell us that particular CV, whether it's uploaded here or not. I can upload another CV. I can upload as much files as possible. Let me upload this one too, so you see what I'm talking about. For whatever reason, I don't know why it's telling me. Okay, let me look for another CV and download. Can upload this. So I have 3 documents. So I've applied for virtual assistant, I've applied for data analyst. I have so many, but I've just seen the data analyst role that I wouldn't want to use a Pathew profile. I wouldn't want to use my LinkedIn profile. I just want to use my data analysis CV. Let's say this is my data analysis CV I just want to use. So you can untick any of the profile you don't want to use and use just one, or you can use both to strengthen your application. So if you have been using AI a lot, you understand there is something called grounding. So or just augmenting your application. So it's kind of making your AI have much information of you to be able to produce more tailored applications. So we do that with Claude, we do that with ChatGPT, we do that with Copilots. So this is the similar thing we adopted there, but basically for job seekers, you can simply this is a very intuitive interface that you don't have to worry about so many things. And I will also show you another good thing about this profile. Excuse me, let me see if it's important. Okay, I don't think it is. Another good thing why you should rather use Pathew, all right? So we've uploaded our profile, but I just want to use my LinkedIn profile. I don't want this CV. I've uploaded that target job opportunity. I'll simply research for a job, let's say digital transformation jobs. I'll go to Indeed. I'll just pick any job. Well, this looks good, but I just need it to have set all cookies. So I'm just going to copy the job description and all the details about the job to my platform. So I have everything I need about the job. What do I want? So when you come to CV type, you can have a teaching CV if you want academic, well, using it to applying with academic, or you just do a standard work CV. What level are you? You can select graduate, early career, mid-career. So I can select my mid-career. Number of pages, 2 is okay for a CV. Some people might want 1 page, which is also good. I'm using a UK English, and you can select any English that you use. Don't mind we are actually working on our translation, even though some parts already translate, but this is something we are working on. You can actually use your UK and US CV for now. So you can select your tone. Ideally, I like my professional and formal tone. So what will I do next? See progressive gaps. This is one thing I want every users to know. Please try to see progressive gaps. The idea is that when you see progressive gaps, you'll be able to understand what you need to fill in your application to be able to generate a more tailored CV. Because you can also generate CV directly if you trust it. So I use this generate directly, especially in cover letter when I must have generated my CV and I just want to generate cover letter directly. I don't want to see progressive gaps anymore because I've gotten what I actually needed. All right. So I can simply go to see progressive gaps and it will allow analyze my suitability for it. All right. Thinks I'm 58% fit. So I don't think 58% is a good thing for me anyways. But that's by the way. So this is what it's identified. It says reframe the entire CV around conversion, customer journey, and commercial growth rather than data governance. The headline title should reference digital optimization, CRO, and website performance. So these are the suggestion he's trying to make for me. All right, key strengths, 8+ years experience, proven ability to translate. These are my key strengths for this job, but these are all the context gap it identified that I need to know. Documented US market experience although is a desirable criterion. So this is where the magic happens. Now tells you the website optimization. I need to fill in this detail. Describe any work, including an on EW client website or consultancy project where you improved website conversion, landing pages, inquiry form, or user journey. How can you address it? Include any measurable conversion. So I can include conversion if I've ever, let's say, launched Pathew and increased. This is a demo. This is not actually what it is, but anyway, let me use something that's real because the idea is to reduce AI fabrication when you try to generate CV. But this doesn't include website conversion. Actually, I can actually do anything right now. Launch data for her, including website conversion and gained partnership with data camp. This is not the actual question. Where you improved website conversion also at Extraordinary Woman blog. Improved website conversion from 250 users to 5,000, 1,200 users monthly. So make sure you are answering those questions clearly. So most time when I'm applying for this kind of jobs, most time I have other CVs that can just copy some of these things I have done, but I don't want to be sharing my personal information here. So I have my bragging sheets where I copied some of this information. So once I get some questions like this, I can easily answer them. So it asks for customer behavior analytics tools. If you have used any customer behavior analytics tool, Google Analytics, you can write that. Google Analytics at Transform Me Now. And okay. So these are all in my LinkedIn profile. Once I write it, you'll be able to tailor it to let them know. A/B testing experimentation. You can let it know where you did commercial lead. These are the kind of things that ATS will demand from you. So you need to be careful to input those details quickly. Like I said, the more you apply, the more you get used to all of the things you need to impute. So once I have imputed it, it is not also compulsory for you to input it, but it is highly recommended that you add some of this. This is not an actual role I'm applying. Apparently, subsequently, I can use subsequently in our build and apply weekend. It's going to be actual roles. So if you are joining, you're actually joining because you want to apply for roles. So we'll be doing it ourselves, and then we'll be applying with actual roles. You can use any tool you want. You must not use Pathew. So you can use any tool you want, but the idea is for you to actually apply for that role. You must not use Pathew. But this is just a demo day trying to show you what Pathew is all about. So what do I do after that? I am going to tailor and draft document. All right. So this is what we have. It has tailored my document to the job, including telling me my key achievements. Says improve website by growing more users from 250 to 1 through data-led content and journey optimization. Launch data, including website optimization and secure the commercial partnership. These are all my achievements. It has automatically. Now, remember, it's picked this achievement as well. Awarded STEM educator, awarded sustained digital and data literacy advocacy. All right. These are my core skills based on what the ATS will request. Next. These are my roles that it picked that I'm going to apply with. Now, so one other thing you can do here, very important, is that you can edit any section of this CV because it has an editor. You can edit any section of this CV. For me, my profile is too long, so I will ideally shorten it. And another thing I'll be talking to you about here is what does good look like? So for anyone that joined this, I'm going to send a CV template, a generic CV template that wasn't done with this platform. The idea is for you, it was done by me personally. The idea is for you to know what good looks like. So for anyone using AI tool today, developing proposal, doing all what's not. But sometimes people don't actually know what do I need to ask AI for. So even if you use this platform, because it uses a generative AI, but it is more grounded than most generative AI, specifically for CV for building your application documents. It will serve you better than other CV builders. So what I would ideally do here is to update my professional summary. My professional summary is ideally 2 to 3 sentences, and that's fine. So this is too big for me. what you can do, you can tell all this with Pathew assistants, give this is actually an assistant that whatever prompt I give it, I can ask it to shorten my profile to 3 sentences only. Shorten the professional summary to 3 sentences only. All right. So remember, if you need this version so much, and if you've been using generative AI, you know how it works. Sometimes it forgets its memory. So I can actually download this version in Word and keep it aside. Digital transformation. For most time, I don't, you can, I'm just showing you what is possible. Before I do my optimization, I can just shorten the professional summary to 3 sentences only. So with part two, you can actually do up to 3 rewrites before it start charging you again. So it charges 2 credits for each CV you build, and then you can rewrite any CV using the assistant up to 3 times. After 3 times, before it to start charging like one third of what it was charging before. All right. It will take like 0.25 credits for rewrites after 3 rewrites. So that's fair. So I'm going to rewrite the section. We are waiting for part two to rewrite the professional summary. Okay, it actually rewrote it. Commercially minded digital analytics professional with over 8 years of experience improving websites. Okay, I will tell you what I usually love to do. I am a commercially aware. I'll remove digital optimization and data professional with over 8 years. So I can actually edit the CV here as well. Even though I can tailor with Pathew Assistant, I can edit with this. I have a live editor here that I can actually use. So I'm a commercially aware digital optimization and data professional with over 8 years of experience improving website performance, conversion pathways, and customer journey, including growing monthly users from 250 to 1,200 through structured conversion optimization at a proposed food-driven platform. I think this is enough for me. I usually leave the first sentence, delete the second one, and say, I am seeking to apply this blend of commercial tech analytics and customer to drive measurable conversion. I would just say measurable growth is too tailored within your organization. Like I said, what does good look like? I've seen so many good, and I know what good looks like. So I can easily create a professional summary. Before now, I know how long it takes to craft a professional summary like this that is tailored to the job. You can actually use ChatGPT, you can use whatever, but I am telling you, our platform actually is one of the best you can use for this kind of thing so far. And then you have the live editor, which makes it easy. Whatever the AI did for you, you are seeing it. It's not like other ones that you won't be able to see what was done, and you can edit it as well. I don't know if you have any question. Any question?
No, ma.
All right. All right. So what I can do, I can export my document. I can do as a PDF or as a Word doc ready for application. I can also edit it in Word later if I want to. Digital transformation, save. So that's it. Do you like, is anyone talking? So that's that about the CV builder. I can quickly show you what it has generated in Microsoft Word. So these are my key achievements, my core skills, my work experience listed all over here. And then my education and certification. This is what we have here. You can reduce it. Most time, the key achievement is already on your work experience. You can actually remove part of it or remove some work experience that you think is making the CV too obvious. Or you can also ask the Pathew assistant here to remove any work experience. So we can, once you view all of them here, any work experience that I don't want, I can ask it to remove it. I can tell it to remove tools and technologies, certification, or whatnot. All right. So that's it for CV Builder. For cover letter builder is similar. We're not going to spend so much time on it as well. I'm just going to select my profile like I did. I'll paste the job description. Now it's asking for a core achievement that I want to highlight. So if there is a core achievement that I want to highlight, for instance, I managed the website. I can't think of any achievements I want to highlight. Led the development of Extraordinary Woman blog and increased readership from 500 to 1,200 users. This is an achievement I want to highlight. So that's what every other thing is the same. Select the profile you want to use or upload a CV. Another trick, I can actually upload the same CV I had before, but it's fine. It's a good way if you want to. So how many words do you want? 350, advertise role. And then, like I said, I can see progressive gaps. It will show me my progressive gaps. I can generate. Since I've done the progressive gaps, I wouldn't want to waste time on that. I'll just generate cover letter automatically. We're still waiting. Thank you for the reminder. All right. I don't like this. So I'll tell you to rewrite. Write this cover letter. Let the beginning paragraph be, I am writing to apply for dash dash dash. Make this cover letter personal and story driven. Avoid introducing complex sentences. So this is my prompt I'm going to give to read. I'll tell it to rewrite. All right, this sounds more personal. Mm. So tell me in the comment section what you think about this particular version and the older version. Just tell me what do you think. Not because I said it. What do you think? Do you want me to optimize further? Is there any preference you like? And also remember the question I always say, what does good look like? Anything you have to say? Anyway, you can also send me a message on the group if you have any, but I'm also going to export this to PDF. This is ready for me. Cover letter, child transformation. All right. Now to the final one, which is the grand builder. Same thing, just few things that are different. So for me to do this, I'm just going to go to opportunities where I can pick a grant. Let me just sort by highest march and look for a grant. All right, women and girls in astrology, saying 23%, but I'm not in astrology, sorry. I like this, but the deadline is even past. Let's build grants for this particular one. I'm just going to select the grant builder. So like I said, if you selected opportunity from this platform on the job description aspects, it's just going to pick the listing here. So the same with any of the opportunity you've seen, is going to pick the listing. So all we we're going to do is look at this. So how many pages do you want? Do you have you studied job description to see the number of pages they want or the grant description? Did you see any funder's mission and vision alignment that you want to state here? Is there any alignment, even if Pathew is going to do that for you later? Are you applying on a solo or a partnership? Remember, when I was creating profile, I talked about this. Most grants, you will be applying with a partner company or a partner. Then you tell us what your partner role is. If it's solo, it already has your profile, so we don't need this. Have you applied before? It will know what to say or no, I have not. Now, what is your reporting and accountability method for your grant application? What do you use to report? Is it monthly user data? Is it cohort completion rate? I can use maybe data for her. If there is any other way you use to report what's the outcome of what you've done, you put it there. Now, funder specific questions. So sometimes the funders are also asking specific questions about the grant. So you can you can drop the question here. For instance, they can ask you to describe your organization's capacity to deliver AI skills training to 1,200 participants through the grant. So I'm assuming I haven't checked if there are any specific question. So you can continue to add any custom question and the grant builder will add that for you. You want it professional UK English. Now, here is providing more context. Custom question notes. Is there any specific prompt? So for this particular question, I can provide an answer here. So we have fully trained facilitators. We have fully trained facilitators, robust curriculum, and track record to showcase our achievements. These are all but we are going to just say is answer to custom question 1. Under question. For funder question 1. So you can do that for all the question and it will be able to integrate it in your answer. Any leadership achievement you would want to highlight in this grant, project notes and objective, any additional context, that's up to you. Another thing you can also do, I would love to see my progressive gaps and fill it up. I hope I selected the right profile as well. So we're going to wait for it to analyze our application. All right, it shows 38% ATS fit, which is quite poor. All right, no evidence of UK registered charity status held for at least 3 years, a hard requirement. This is misaligned, so I'm doing something that is not. This is a wrong thing I picked. It's talking about mental health services, and I'm talking about something else. So I can provide more context, UK registered charity, existing therapeutic, operational geography, gender specific, proposed project and planned. This is a project of £200,000. Clarification of delivery capacity. So I actually picked the wrong grant, actually. So apparently I was matched through for the fact that it's for women and I do women stuff and I'm in the UK. Those are some of the matching criteria I used to score me higher, apparently. But for others, I don't have anything to add here because it's not related. But this is for a demo purpose, and this is what the Pathew assistant helps you to do. Whether you are not even applying, you can simply pick any grants, come here to check your eligibility, and then you go away from there. But if you are actually applying for any grants, this is something you can use. So let's tell and draft our first document. But then I'm not going to take whatever it gives me. I just want you to see is actually the same platform with the CV builder and cover letter, but I picked the wrong grant for my profile. So it's actually going to do what I wouldn't want it to do, what I'm preaching against. So that's basically it, what I want you to see here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I don't know if you have any question. And for you who didn't join earlier, my name is Juliet, and I am the founder of Extraordinary Woman blog and also Pathew. We have launched this program to help women and emerging career professionals to be able to apply easily and build their application documents. If you at any point have any question about Pathew or anything I've demoed on this video, please let me know. And subsequently, we'll be doing our build and apply weekend. Please join us. It's not compulsory, but it's just a way for you to come. There's not going to be much teaching except any one of us want to teach us something because we can learn from each other. Apart from that, our build and apply weekend that runs monthly will just be us coming together. If you have any application to do, you can do that within that 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes, as the case may be. I can also ask everyone in the group to suggest the best time, the best duration for our build and apply weekend. Let me know if you have any question on our demo or on the use of our platform. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. Please, do you have questions? Any question? I'll quickly show you what we have done with the grant. So just for, but the idea with one of the things I'm trying to avoid with Pathew is fabrication or reduce because it can't be, it's not easy. So this is the project summary. It has built project objective, community impact. I asked for 4 pages. It built me 4 pages. It has told me the need, why young women, why we are focusing on young women, a track record. So it's actually, so that question I told you about, describe your organizational capacity delivery and skills 21 times through the grant. So that is what this document does. But we'll look for more aligned opportunity next time. So let me know if you have any question about our demo and I'll be able to answer you. Do have a good time and a good evening.